Composition is probably the single most important thing you can do to create a successful image. Maybe beside shadows and highlights. But in this scene here, so if you study photography, architectural photography, and art theory, there's some tools that you use in both those practices that can help you create a better image. In 3ds Max, there's really nothing built in. One thing I do is I come here to layout, save frame, and I enable action safe and title safe. 66 is horizontal for action and 66 is vertical for title. And that gives you these nice thirds that you can work with. Well, one tool that I just found, which I'm going to implement in my workflow, let me turn that off. Is called, wait for the tooltip to pop up, a little slow, but it's Metrics. This is the pro version. There's also a non-pro version, which I actually like better. What it does is it puts this grid overlay on your screen, and you can move this around. So I'm going to line it up with my viewport here. And I'm going to use this to, well, I've already used this to compose my image. So let's say, so you can toggle through these settings here. And this is the grids. So what I've done is I've used the grids to place my horizon line along the third, right there. So that's the horizon line. And then I wanted the opening here to be in the center of my screen, center of my composition. So using the grid lines, I was able to accomplish that very, very quickly. And outside of that, there was really no way to do it. Even with the max thirds, you have the verticals, horizontals, you don't have the middles. This has diagonals. You can see those pop in there. You have your spirals. And then you have your borders. So very, very neat tool. You can also copy this to clipboard and bring it into, let's say, Photoshop. And then let's reset that. And so another thing I used to do is I used to literally take a tape measure, a ruler, and measure on my screen and place a piece of tape to mark things. The only way I really knew how to do it, I started doing some research and I found this tool called Epic Pen. Same premise as the other tool. It writes on your screen. So the little eyeball. And so I was doing a test earlier. I can erase that. So you have a highlighter here, and I can start highlighting. So I can mark up right here on my screen. Let's say I'm in a webinar, or I'm sharing my screen with a client, or even taking a screen grab. I can mark things up. Right on the screen. So that's the clipboard menu. You can roll this up and stick it somewhere it's out of the way. So two great tools to help you compose an image.